Hi, friends. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hope everyone's having a lovely, I don't know what day, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We upload on Wednesdays. But today we are recording on a Thursday.
And it's raining.
Raining. It's like chucking it down.
Yeah, it was quite the task to take Stevie out this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, you...
You know who I looked like? You know in the beginning of the movie It? Have you seen It?
No.
Well, there's a little boy wearing like a rain jacket.
Why have you seen it?
I don't really know, to be honest.
Because you are terrified.
Of clowns.
Of clowns.
Yeah.
And I know you like scary movies, but isn't that like a step too far?
Yeah, well, I would watch it and then I would cover my eyes at the clown parts.
So you didn't watch it.
But it's a really funny movie.
It's funny?
It's funny.
Actually, I think Judah might have said that it was kind of funny.
It is funny.
At parts.
Because all the kids in it are like chaotic.
But
and
he also said it's very scary.
It is quite scary.
So I don't think I can handle that.
No. I shut my eyes at the incoming clown parts.
Yeah. I'm very much like eyes closed the whole time,
do you plug
fingers
your ears?
In my ears, like
a child.
Because like if they take the music out of horror movies, they get way less scary.
Well, yeah, because it's the suspense.
Yeah, it literally sets the mood for everything except A Quiet Place. There's not really music in it at all.
I have to watch the second one soon.
Yeah, me too. I think we want to see it in theaters because of like sound design is really great. But I just watched the first one and way better than I was expecting it to be. I also didn't have my eyes closed or fingers in my ears the whole time. Like at all.
I don't think that movie's not scary.
It's just like thrilling and like suspenseful.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. Like the thing in it is scary.
Oh, okay. I don't think so.
They're creepy.
They're weird.
And like they do like close-ups on them and everything, like especially the sides of their head. Like if you don't like ears either, like
ears.
Yeah, because they close up on their like hearing thing.
Oh, is it
right?
just you don't like it?
It's like the inside of their, like it opens up and you can see like the inside, which is similar to what the inside of an ear looks like.
True.
Ugh.
Phobia of ears.
I don't have like a phobia. It's just kind of gross to me.
I hit the shit out of the mic.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll try and like
goddamn
cut it out. But yeah, like I really liked it. It was better than I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. I will say I will not watch that before I'm going to bed.
No.
Not because it was scary. I mean, it was kind of scary, but not because it was scary, but because I was tense like the whole movie.
Yeah, it keeps you on like the edge the entire time.
Yeah, like I was just stressed like the whole movie, which is kind of how I get with like war movies too.
Oh.
Yeah, like anything to do, like there was a one, oh, I can't remember what it's called now. But there's been a few that I've gone to see, and I'm just, like, I have a headache afterwards.
Because you're concentrating so much?
Not concentrating, my shoulders hurt, like it's literally, my whole body is just tense, like the whole movie. So those movies, like, although I enjoy them, I feel like shit afterwards. So I can't watch them often. Otherwise, I am a wreck.
I love them.
Yeah. However, I did watch Shrek 1 and 2.
They're not scary.
This week. I know, but, like, they're great.
They are good films.
So I watched both this week. Now that they're back on Netflix.
I don't like the third one, but is it the third or the fourth? And there's a part in it where a kid goes like, "Deal the roar."
I think so, but I think that's the. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the third one.
I think, or they're getting ready to have kids.
Yeah, I think it's the third one. They have kids in the third one.
Yeah,
I think.
I can't remember.
The fourth one is like a weird. Let's not acknowledge the fourth one.
To be honest, awful. I don't know if I've seen the fourth one.
It's probably for the best. No, you have, because we watched it together.
I remember one with a boat. They're on a boat.
I don't know which one that is. Listen, the third and the fourth are awful.
Yeah.
They're terrible. The little babies are cute.
No.
The little ogre babies. They're cute. But otherwise, we don't acknowledge the third and fourth movie.
No.
So...
Also, I love the soundtrack in the second.
I just love those two movies. The soundtracks in both of them are incredible. I have the first one on record.
You do.
Vinyl. But yeah, I know you've seen all of them because we did a marathon one time at your old place. In the old apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the fourth one has that little Rumpelstiltskin in it.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, that little man with the red hair.
Yeah, so when you brought up Rumpelstiltskin,
Yeah.
I remember when the drama was going down with Shane Dawson, they were using that image of Rumpelstiltskin and saying, oh my god, he's let himself go.
Wait, what?
And they would, like, compare him with Rumpelstiltskin. Shane Dawson, because they both...
The one from Shrek?
Yeah, because they both have red hair.
Shane has red hair?
Yeah.
I thought he was, like, blonde.
No, he has, like, red hair.
Oh.
Like a tinge. Also, I don't like him. I'm just pointing that out. Like, I don't want people to think I stan him.
Yeah.
Just because I'm talking about him. I don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit. I don't even want to get into
Anyway,
it.
but that just reminded me of that drama.
Yeah. But yeah, the fourth one has Rumpelstiltskin, if I remember correctly. And then the babies are in the second, or in the third one, but I don't recall what actually happens. There's one where Fiona's, like, I think it's the Rumpelstiltskin one, which is the fourth one, where Fiona's like an ogre in the woods with an ogre, like, tribe.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like this tough girl, and like it's like as if she never met Shrek. What would have happened?
Oh, okay.
It's like something like that. But yeah, they're not good. So the first two, incredible, amazing, phenomenal, roaring reviews. Third and fourth just don't exist in my mind.
They don't do it for me.
No. But yeah, today we have a pretty exciting episode.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't really know much about this.
So, okay, so basically there's this subreddit called Am I the Asshole? And people post their stories from their life of things that have happened and ways they've reacted to it, or things that they've done, like things like that. And ask if they're the ones being the asshole in the situation. Right. So I have a good mix for us. I've been a little spoiled on some of them for how
other people reacted.
Yeah, like, because on the subreddit it says at the top like what the ultimate, like, overall decision ended up coming to. So whether they are the asshole, or everyone in the situation is an asshole, or just or they're not the asshole. Those are kind of the three main ones that I saw. And then I saw ones that were, like, updated, right, mainly. But I took from those, like, three categories to see. And I just searched by, like, top of all time. So, yeah. So I picked from those three, like, a good mix. And then I'll read out what happens. And then we can talk about it and decide
who's the asshole?
Who's the asshole?
Okay.
And see if we decide the same thing.
Okay, yay.
Because I'm interested to find out what. I've read a few of them. I just skimmed because I didn't want to spoil the whole thing myself either. Mm-hmm. Annie hasn't seen any of them.
No, I don't know what any of them say.
And then I've just screenshot them. But the subreddit is r/am I the asshole.
Okay.
That's what it's called. So, am I the asshole for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me? I'm a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My coworkers who work weekends are James and Danielle. James is the owner's son. He goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not a real formal thing. He's a friendly guy. Danielle is a college student who sometimes works weekends too. So sometimes customers will come in and just be angry about such little stuff, like blow up about nothing. I don't know if they're in a bad mood already and looking for someone to take it out on or what, but it's a lot. Like, how sad. So, this doesn't make sense. But he's basically saying it's sad that you're a grown-ass man and having to take out your anger on high school and college kids. So James and I were joking about having a little fun with them and hoping getting them off our backs a bit. So one day I was at work and some guy was having a temper about how we didn't make the coffee hot enough, which I couldn't do a thing about because I gave it to him right from the machine. There's no way for me to make it hotter. So James came in and was like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And the guy started ranting to him as well. So he turned to me and said, "This is unacceptable. You are fired." I started acting really sad, like, "No, please, don't fire me. My family needs the money. I need this job, please." I'm begging him at this point. And he played up being a hard ass, telling me to take off my apron and leave. The angry guy started to backtrack. Like, "It isn't that big of a problem. You don't need to fire him over it. I didn't mean it." And James was like, "No, we pride ourselves in the best customer service." Of course, after all the drama, I still have my job as it was just a joke. We've done it a couple times now. Whenever a customer will lose their temper at myself or Danielle, James will storm in and quote unquote fire us. And almost every time the person who had come in angry will apologize and say that they didn't mean it. It is kind of satisfying making people realize their actions might actually have consequences. Anyway, I was telling a few friends at school about it, and they said that I am an asshole for doing it. So am I an asshole for this joke?
No, not at all. Okay. I have been in customer service since I was 15, 16, like you.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was working at a certain hotel with very high-end clients or guests.
Yeah.
And some of them were absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Especially celebrities. I'm not going to name any names, but there's a few that were absolutely dreadful
I
to
know
me.
them.
They were horrible. So if I ever got in a situation like that, I would love that. Because they would blow up on me over the smallest things. Like, one example, she wanted a satin pillow that had never been touched by anyone. And she wanted me to go to a store and buy it. She didn't want a silk one from our department. She wanted me to go out, buy it at a different store, put it on her pillow, and give it to her.
Okay.
For one night.
Okay. So here's the thing with that. First of all, you're only there for one night.
Yeah.
Second of all, don't you have an assistant to do things like that? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what an assistant's job is?
Yeah.
So why are you asking hotel staff to do that?
Yeah. Also, she asked me to get a dog bed for her dog that matched her exact bed. So she wanted a miniature version of the custom king bed in her room, which is impossible unless I just got some wood and built it for her. I wish I could say her name because I've never liked this woman.
I think I know who it is. I think you've told me this
I'm going to say, but then just blur it out.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like her either.
She's horrible.
She gives me bad vibes.
She's a high-end celebrity. Like, people know her.
People know
She's
her.
married to a famous musician.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't like her. And then when I met her in person, she was horrible. And then she gave me $2 as a tip.
That's wild. Did you get the pillowcase?
No.
Did
No.
you? What did you say to her?
I said, "I'm so sorry, miss." But I just can't do that.
Was she Miss?
She was Mrs. at the time. Yeah. So she's newly married as well. So I was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, and she's like, "My husband's coming and he wants the silk pillows as well." I'm like, "Girlie, I'm so sorry, but I can't do this for you. I can give you the silk pillows that we have.
Yeah.
But other than that, you got nothing."
Not gonna lie, silk pillowcases aren't even that great.
I like them for my hair.
Same, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the ones I have. I mean, mine aren't silk, mine are satin, so there's that. But my head slides off of them.
Yeah,
So I always end up on the mattress regardless.
that's true.
But yeah, I don't think this is an asshole move at all. I actually think this is really smart.
It's smart because then when they're put into that situation, they're like, oh, no, like, never mind, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because they're blowing up on them for something that is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of the time, it's a boomer.
Yeah. They even said, like, old people specifically.
Or a Karen.
Yeah. And, like... Yeah, I've worked in fast food for so long. I also find it hilarious that it's literally the boss's son.
Yeah.
That is, like, helping them do
That's
this.
funny. I like that one. No, she's not an asshole.
Yeah, I don't think they're the asshole.
No. That's a good one.
I think that's good. And your friends at school who are giving you a hard time, do they have jobs?
Yeah.
Because...
do they not understand customer service?
Yeah. It's literally, like, the worst job to be in.
No.
So... All right, so, and everybody also agreed that they are not the asshole.
Oh, good,
So
okay.
that's good. Am I the asshole for making a dad joke? Note, my stepdaughter, Madeline, was about a year old when I married her mother, Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born. Madeline is currently 15 years old, and she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad, so while picking her up, I set a punishment for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you." Honestly, I got a bit hurt from that, but I understand that she didn't mean it and that she'd probably change. I just replied, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years, and as long as you're in my house, you have to follow my rules. I did adopt her, so I am her legal parent." That happened about 2 days ago. So our family was going to the grocery store when Madeline said, "I'm hungry, I need food." I decided to be extremely cheeky and say, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad." My son just started to laugh uncontrollably. My daughter was just quiet with embarrassment, and my wife was berating me, saying not to stoop down to her level. I honestly thought it was a funny dad joke, and my son agrees. So, am I the asshole?
This is a tricky one. Because I love that joke. I think it's hilarious. I love a good dad joke, especially with dark humor.
Yeah.
But the poor girl, she's 15. She's got a bunch of hormones running through her at the minute.
Yeah.
Her dad's dead.
Yeah.
Okay? And technically, he's not her dad.
Yeah.
But he's raised her.
Yeah.
But she, at the end of the day, she still has daddy issues.
Yeah. I think I agree.
So, I don't think he was necessarily an asshole.
Yeah.
But, like, it obviously hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a little bit of an asshole, being like, kind of like the mom said, like, don't stoop to her level. But
it's a funny joke.
It's funny.
But besides the point, if it's a funny joke, it's an asshole thing to do.
It's an asshole thing. But I also think she was a little bit of an asshole to him.
Yeah, but she's also a teenager,
she's
and he's
also
a grown-ass man.
Yeah. Like, she's going through a lot, like, right now, obviously. But, like, he did raise her from the time she was 1 year old.
Yeah.
Like, her dad had died before that.
Yeah. Because I can understand this because, like, even going through high school, like, my stepdad came into my life, and he raised me for a good portion of it when my dad wasn't living in the house. So I would also make comments being like, yeah, you're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do at all. You know, but yeah, because this girl, her dad died when she was 1.
Yeah, or younger.
So she's never known.
Yeah, because this guy came into her life.
Yeah,
when
that's
she was
basically
1.
her dad.
Yeah.
But it's still an asshole joke.
But it's
when she was still triggered from 2 days prior.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sore spot.
Yeah, maybe leave it like a week or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I think other people probably said that he wasn't an asshole.
Okay, that's your guess?
But I think I'm going to say he was an asshole.
They said everyone sucks in this situation.
Okay, yeah.
Which I think I agree with. Like,
Also, the options are everyone sucks.
Everyone sucks, not the asshole, or am an asshole. You are an asshole.
I got you.
Yeah.
Everyone does suck.
Yeah, so I think in this one, everyone does suck. Like, Yeah, she was kind of rude to him. And like he said, like that genuinely hurt him when she was like, you're not my dad.
Yeah.
And let's be real, she probably calls him dad. If she's...
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So... Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin?
Oh.
Here's
I thought
the
they were
story.
going to say out like at the closet.
No. So, we had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my eldest sister, who is a 29 female, younger sister, 24 female, and youngest brother, 22 male. Extended family attended this family dinner. So all of our significant others, our cousins, aunts and uncles, etc. were there. During the dinner, my eldest sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of frustration and losing said argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." Mm-hmm. My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up to this point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it might have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Anyway, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me, as my brother definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that since everyone in the family knows that it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this, amazingly. I genuinely assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past. Family is blaming me for their marital problems now. I refuse to accept that I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone, and all I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. So, am I the asshole?
Yeah. She hasn't ruined a marriage, but she's put an issue now in that marriage. Mm-hmm. I think they're both assholes.
Yeah.
Really? Because, you're making fun of the poor virgin.
Yeah, I think I personally don't think she's the asshole in this situation.
Really?
Yeah. Because, okay, so there's a few reasons. First of all, why does it matter how many people she slept with to the husband?
No, it shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter. Like, you're already fucking married at this point. However many people, as long as she's not sleeping with hundreds of people while she's with you.
Yeah, it's just about her past.
Like, this has nothing to do, so she wanted to be a little bit of a hoe. Who gives a fuck? You're allowed to do that. How many people does he sleep with before? We don't know.
Yeah.
But, regardless, that's not that big of a deal. Also, like she said, the whole family knew that she had slept with this many people.
Yeah.
Except the husband, apparently. On top of that, she straight up bullied her brother in front of everybody.
Yeah, I honestly think everyone's stupid.
I think it's stooping to the level, so I do think she's a little bit of an asshole.
Yeah, also because it wasn't her fight.
It wasn't her fight, but clearly the brother wasn't in a state to be able to stand up for himself.
Yeah.
And to me, sitting there and watching somebody be bullied is just as bad as being
as
the
not
bully.
saying anything. I would have said something, I would have interjected and been like, okay, that's enough, grow up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thrown someone else's dirt.
Yeah. I think the reason she did it is because she was saying that she did absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I don't really
She deserved it.
I think she deserved it.
Because she's an asshole.
And
but
I think
it's also someone else's marriage.
Yeah, but to me, that shouldn't even be a part of it. Because I don't think it should matter how many people she slept with.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But, then
the whole point is that the issue that it's caused.
But that's not her fault. You can't say that
Yeah.
that's her fault because it shouldn't matter how many people she slept with before.
I know. I just still think it's stooping to that level.
Yeah, maybe, but I also think that I don't know. Like, if we were hanging out with a third party and then they started, like, bullying you and I, A, didn't say anything, that's a fucking shitty friend.
Yeah.
And then B, if I did say something and then they were like, no, I haven't done anything wrong, I'd be like, are you fucking joking? If I knew the other party, I think I'd be more likely to do this. Or be like, I don't know if I would have done it had there been a whole group there.
Yeah.
But definitely I would have done it if it was, like, the few of us
I
there.
think it's just unfortunate that he just happened not to know about it.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's her fault at all, and I don't think the marital problems are her
Also,
fault
he
at all.
kind of sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, for being like, you misled. He said, what it turns out the husband didn't know. He left the party saying that the sister misled him about her past.
Unless the sister had lied
Yeah.
about the people she slept with.
Yeah, but then regardless, again, I don't think that's the other sister's fault
No,
for
no, no,
outing
no.
her.
No.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that
So
I
the
don't
real
really
asshole's
think...
the husband.
I think the husband's the asshole, and
husband
I think,
and the sister.
and then I think the older sister. That
Yeah.
couple has some issues there.
Yeah, the poor virgin.
Yeah, I feel bad for that boy.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, that's also, like, nobody's business. And, like, from what it sounded like, we don't know what the argument was about. But just because you're losing an argument doesn't mean that you can, like, be triggered.
I think that's sad when someone loses an argument and then they just throw in something that's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
I think that's shitty.
But it just, like, ultimately also shows that you were not winning the argument.
Yeah.
Like, you're... No.
Yeah, so I guess the sister's the asshole.
Yeah, I would say the sister's the asshole.
Yeah.
I don't think the other is... I guess it's a little asshole-ish, but I think
It's a little assholey, but I think
it was a needed
the
asshole.
sister is still the leading asshole.
I think so, too.
You know?
Personally.
She's a little higher than the other one. Possibly more.
Yeah.
Because she just sounds like a bitch that
It
I
goes
wouldn't like.
virgin brother,
Yeah.
the sister who clapped back,
Yeah.
the sister who made the comment in the first place.
And then the shitty husband.
Yeah, I don't know. Her and the shitty husband are kind of on the same level for me. So, yeah. They
Either
said
way.
everyone sucks.
Everyone
So kind of what
sucks.
you said.
Yeah.
But I think that's the order. For me.
Everyone is just like...
Everyone does kind of suck in this
Yeah.
situation. Except the brother, in
Except
my
the
opinion.
brother.
I feel bad for the brother.
Just get him late.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody want to volunteer as tribute to help a brother out?
He's just so sad because he hasn't had sex.
I don't know if he's sad about it. I think it's just like being berated like that in front of people can be
because
embarrassing.
he probably already feels like shit.
Yeah, like, I mean, you can like, if you want to be a virgin, then that's fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. But
I mean,
then
he's probably already self-conscious.
he's probably
about
a
the
little
situation.
self-conscious about it. So then, and she probably knows that, and that's why she
Yeah.
brought it up. Like, siblings know, like, where your pinpoints
Me and
are.
Ellie would do that growing up.
Oh, I never would stoop to that level.
Like, me
with
and
Bella.
Ellie would go back and forth. Ellie would usually get violent because she's the younger child.
For real, though. As you get, like, older and you have, like, more insecurities and stuff like
It
that.
becomes emotional
It becomes,
war.
like, yeah.
It's horrid.
And they, like, go in on the things
Oh,
that
me and
bother
Ellie,
you.
when we get, like, in, like, a fight, we get deep. Like, we
Yeah.
get right to the root
Yeah.
of the insecurities.
Yeah.
And then someone's either crying. I'm usually crying, and Ellie's usually fighting. She's usually got her fists up near my face.
Yeah. Siblings just, like, they just know where to pinpoint, and I think that's exactly why this older sister went straight in for the virginity.
She went for the throat.
Like, 22-year-old virgin. Like, why? Why did you have to add that? Why would
Also,
she
the
just
year
be, like,
in there is so funny.
like, I get, like, because, I get the year because with siblings, it's always about, like, oh, who's older?
Yeah.
So who's more in charge? Who's more adult? Like, so I get being like, oh, I'm not going to fight with my baby brother.
Yeah.
Or my 22-year-old brother. Like, being, like, you're immature. Like, I'm not going to argue with you about it type thing. So I get that, but why at
Yeah,
the
it's
like
just
you
a bit
know
of sibling
that
shit.
the only point in that is to you want to skewer him at
You
that
know what
point.
you're doing.
Yeah, you know exactly. That's why I think she's more of an asshole.
Yeah, and everyone
Whereas
just sucks.
The intentions behind the other sister saying it, although she, again, wanted to skewer the older sister, she was trying to protect her brother.
Yeah.
All right. Am I an asshole for wearing the joke bikini, quote unquote joke bikini my friend got me? So it was my birthday a couple months ago. I had a party, got some gifts. My friend, let's call her Mandy, because she's obviously changing her name.
Yeah.
Got me a, again, quote, super cute bikini. I did really like it, said thanks. She had ripped all the tags off, so I couldn't return it. But whatever. Anyway, I went to the community pool with my roommate and wore the bikini. Got in the water, and my roommate immediately was like,
Oh, no.
yeah, the bikini was now see-through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, LOL, good joke, Mandy. Anyway, Mandy invited me over to her place to hang out with her and her boyfriend and a few other people. Most leave, and we're still hanging out. I'm like, hey, what if we get in your hot tub? I go change after them and meet her boyfriend in the hot tub while she's getting us some new drinks. I hop in. Immediately, he looks at my chest. I pretend I don't notice and just make small talk. She comes out after a few minutes and just looks in shock. Eventually, she gets in. Is that the one I bought you? I said, yeah, I love it. I wear it everywhere. Make up some stuff about how I wore it to the beach, some party with a lot of guys, and she was like, oh. We're in the tub for about 20 to 30 minutes. Eventually get out and change. She approached me after and was like, I'm sorry, I thought you'd notice, but the swimsuit goes kind of see-through. I'm like, yeah, I know. Why'd you buy me a fucking see-through bathing suit? She's like, it was supposed to be a joke. Wait, so you knew it was see-through? So you just spent the last 30 minutes flashing my boyfriend on purpose? I reply, I was just wearing the birthday gift she got me. So, am I the asshole?
Yeah. Kind of.
Really?
Kind of. So, it's a joke birthday present. It's like a ha-ha, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But I think her going in with her and her boyfriend
Yeah.
with the intention that she's gonna show the boyfriend her tits.
Yeah.
Like, if I did that with you and Judah, you'd be upset.
Yeah, but I'm not a fucking dumbass to buy you a see-through bikini.
I know.
Like, I
think
wouldn't
they're-
do that.
I think they're both stupid.
I think they're both kind of stupid, too. But I do think it's kind of like...
I think it's stupid over the fact that she didn't say, like, her friend didn't say that it was a see-through one.
Yeah.
Like,
or
prior.
like I think the idea was that she would wear it and then find out. I don't think because to me the friend's intentions were
Was
to embarrass her.
Yeah.
And you don't do that to your friends.
Yeah.
So now she's done it.
Yeah.
And then like most often if you go to a public pool, like you take one bathing suit.
Yeah.
So then if she either had to get out of this pool with her friend, with her roommate, she either had to get out of this pool and just sit in a towel, or she had to go home and not go swimming with her roommate.
Yeah.
Because she's now in a see-through bathing suit.
Yeah. If the intention was to embarrass her, she's a complete asshole.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of like that she flashed her boyfriend a bit because I think it's funny and it's like, well...
Yeah, it's like, well, you're the one that gave me a fucking see-through bathing suit.
So I might as well just work with what I got.
Like, yeah. I don't really think she's an asshole.
I do think everyone sucks and is petty.
I think everyone kind of sucks, but I think the friend, if the intention was to embarrass... Like if I got you a see-through bathing suit... That would be embarrassing for you.
Yeah, and then especially if you're like, oh my god, let's all go to the beach, and then you wear the new bikini I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone's seeing my titties.
Yeah. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Like, friend to friend, you don't do that.
No.
Like, yeah. I just don't think it's...
I think they're all stupid.
Yeah, they said she's not the asshole.
Yeah.
So I don't really think she's an asshole for doing it. Plus, like, you're literally sitting in the hot tub for 20... Like, if you, me, and Judah were in a hot tub, and I had gotten you this bikini, which I never would.
Yeah.
But if I did, and then you get into the hot tub with my boyfriend, like, with Judah...
You'd instantly tell me.
And then I come out and see you fucking
Yeah.
in a see-through bathing suit. I'm gonna be like, bro, your titties are out. You need to, like, put some more clothes on. You can borrow one of mine. Like, there would be, like, immediately.
Yeah.
I would do something
Also,
about
that's
it.
kind of shitty of the boyfriend.
To also just sit there and stare at her boobs. Like...
Because he could get out.
Yeah, I don't know what Judah would do in that situation, but I think he would probably come to me and be like, maybe tell Annie that her swimsuit is see-through.
Yeah.
Like, and then we would have, like, done that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see him just sitting there and staring at her titties out, like, the whole time. So...
You're a shitty boyfriend if you do that.
Yeah, so... Everyone kind of sucks in this situation.
Everyone sucks.
They said she's not the asshole, but, like...
She's not the asshole, but, like, it's a petty thing.
It's a petty thing.
But everyone still sucks. Regardless. I think the whole situation's stupid.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to shut the fuck up after she insulted my sister's thighs? I'm 30 and my 12-year-old sister is living with me right now because mom and pops are vulnerable, so it made more sense for me to care for my sister for the time being. She's a really great kid, and to be honest, I feel in a lot of ways like she's my own kid because my mom and dad don't speak English. So I have kind of had to raise my sister in ways that they couldn't. Hard to explain, but I'm sure anyone with a secondary culture will get what I mean. My mom and dad are great parents, but having an English-speaking person to guide you through shit when you live in an English-speaking country is invaluable in my opinion. And my sister trusts me with stuff she won't necessarily trust my parents with. Anyway, my girlfriend was FaceTiming me, and my sister walked past in shorts and a t-shirt because it's hot out, and my girlfriend waited till my sister had left the area, but not the room, and made a face and said, maybe feed her less. Her thighs are kind of chunky. I saw red. I told her to shut the fuck up and immediately ended the call. My sister is a bit chubby, but for fuck's sakes, who says stuff like that to a 12-year-old girl? Literally everybody I know has been texting me that I'm a POS boyfriend.
Piece of shit.
Oh, and that how can I disrespect my girlfriend like that? I'm expecting an apology from her, but to my shock, everybody is expecting me to apologize. So, am I the asshole?
No, the girlfriend is a big ass bitch.
Yeah, that girlfriend's a fucking asshole.
Because also, the girl's 12.
Yeah, literally she's a kid.
So you're body shaming her at the age of 12.
Yeah.
I understand if she's a bit chubby and overweight. She probably already knows that. She doesn't need to, you know.
Also, what does it matter to her?
What does it literally matter to her? She's 12, and then that's horrible. The girlfriend's an asshole.
Yeah, I think the girlfriend's a
The
huge
boyfriend's not a
asshole.
piece of shit. If anything,
No.
he's a good person in this situation.
Yeah.
Because he's standing up for his sister.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully agree that he's not the asshole. Like,
Yeah.
she should apologize to both him and the...
Yeah, because she's also stepping over, like, a boundary.
Yeah, she also, like, it says that she waited till the sister left the area, but didn't leave the room.
Yeah.
So the sister probably heard it.
Yeah. No, that's rude.
Yeah, that's really rude. And just, like, being like, oh, maybe feed her less? Her thighs are chunky?
That's horrible.
Fuck off. That's so rude. Yeah, everybody said that he's not the asshole.
Yeah, she's the asshole.
Yeah, that one was an easy one. Definitely.
I can't believe he posted that.
What do you mean?
Like, knowing that, like, he needed, like, you know.
Oh, like,
people
he
on
needed
his
to double
side.
check. Probably because all those people, though, are
He needs
being,
new
like,
friends.
Yeah. probably because all those people, though, are like...
Family comes before your significant other in a situation like that. If they're attacking your family member.
Yeah. If somebody's attacking your family member, then that's one thing. Especially when your family hasn't done anything to you.
When it's unprovoked.
Yeah, to you or somebody or the significant other.
Yeah. Just because she's your girlfriend doesn't mean that you have to, like,
That
agree
also,
with her.
Yeah, it also means that she's not always right.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
No, that's gross.
Am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition over a disgusting comment she made towards my new girlfriend? My 56 male, so he's a 56 male, wife died at the young age of 51 from a car accident.
Jesus.
I was in deep mourning for about a year after her death. I met my new girlfriend, who is a 43 female, around January. She was the one who made me laugh for the first time after my wife died. She's smart as hell. She has 3 Ivy League degrees, has a dark sense of humor that I love. She's a terrific cook and overall an amazing woman who I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. She is also a bit on the heavier side, a fact that becomes relevant later. I have 2 children, E, 25 male, and A, 19 female. They were well aware that I had gotten a new girlfriend before I first introduced them to her this summer. She got along immediately with E, but A was very, very standoffish. After the initial meeting, I asked A if there was something wrong, but she denied it. My girlfriend made a few more attempts to get to know A, but they were all rudely rejected. E and A both came home for Thanksgiving dinner. I asked A to please be polite during the meal since she's always been rude with her interactions with her, even though she has been nothing but gracious in return. The dinner was going as well as it could have for the first 10 minutes, although I noticed A glaring at her the entire time. When she went to grab her 3rd helping of mashed potatoes, so the girlfriend, A said, "Don't you think you've eaten enough, you fat pig?"
Yikes.
The girlfriend started sobbing immediately and ran off into the bedroom. I felt my face turn red and told A to get out. About half an hour after A left, I texted her stating that I would no longer pay her tuition unless 1, she apologized to the girlfriend, and 2, the girlfriend accepts her apology. A must have assumed that I was bluffing because she instead doubled down on her behavior during Thanksgiving dinner. I then logged into her university's tuition payment website, canceled next semester's tuition, and sent A the screenshots. She called me crying and begging me to reconsider, but I told her my mind was made up. Am I the
This is a
asshole?
tricky one.
This is a hard one.
Because she's 19. She's
Yeah.
lost her mom.
Yeah.
So obviously even you bringing a new woman into her life
Yeah.
is a trigger in itself.
Yeah.
And you can't just expect it to be a smooth transition
Yeah.
at all. Especially when it's like, because she's a female. And then you're bringing a new woman into her life that's not her mom.
Yeah.
So it might be more easier for the son.
Mm.
But it's different with a mother-daughter connection, I think.
Yeah.
So that in itself is gonna make sense as to why she's acting out and being a bitch. She still should have not fat shamed that poor woman because she did nothing wrong. She's just dating this man that she likes.
Yeah.
But also, she is coming into a family with a grieving daughter that's still trying to process that grief, and it takes a long time to trust another woman.
Yeah.
So the daughter's an asshole
Yeah.
for calling her out.
Yeah.
And then the dad even saying, I'm going to cancel your tuition unless you apologize.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit harsh. It's a bit like, I'm going to cancel your tuition over this.
Yeah.
But like, if she apologized, I get that. But even the second half for his girlfriend then to accept the apology, but if she didn't accept the apology, then the deal wouldn't have gone through.
Yeah.
So that's stupid.
Yeah, I think, like, the idea behind it was that likely he wanted it to be, like, a sincere apology.
Yeah.
Like, the girlfriend, from what he says, seems like a very understanding, like,
Yeah.
nice person. So, had the like apology been like remotely sincere, she probably would have accepted it.
Yeah.
But I think he's like being like, you can't just go in and be like, yeah, fucking sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and
because it needs
say
to
that
be
that's
sincere.
an apology. So I think like that's the idea behind it. I don't know if the tuition route was the best option.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he probably needs to sit down with her and have like a serious talk about what she's dealing with.
Yeah.
And it probably would have been better to put more, like, if he's going to be like, oh, I'll cancel your tuition.
Yeah.
I think it would be better to be like, unless you come and have a discussion with me as part of it.
Yeah, even then, though, I feel like the tuition shouldn't have even been included. Like, you're her dad at the end of the day. You're her
I think we have different views on this, so.
Yeah, but you're still her dad, and that's your new girlfriend. Like, you're still her parent, although he doesn't have to pay her tuition.
That's how I feel.
Because she's over 18.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to. But I think if there was a prior agreement to him saying that, of course, he will pay the tuition because her kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it was a bit of a heavy being like, oh, I'm going to cancel your tuition.
Yeah.
Because you don't like my new girlfriend.
I think it should have been like, we need to have a discussion, and then maybe if she like refused or something, and he needed something basically to get her to talk with him, then maybe that was like the way to get her to talk, because obviously when he did it, she phoned like crying and begging him to pay it. But yeah, I don't think any kid is entitled to have their parents pay for their tuition or anything like that. So in that sense, I do think it's like a privilege to have your parents like pay for that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, because there was probably a prior agreement, she probably didn't have any extra money set aside because she was relying on the fact that he would pay it. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that it's literally just a way to get her to apologize, because it's very easy to go back in and just enter that information. Yeah. Also, this is during first semester, so he can literally do it any time between this semester and
he was probably just trying to like scare her. Yeah. Into being like, you can't treat people that way, because he obviously cares about her. Yeah. But if anything, the poor girl needs therapy. Yeah. If she's acting out like that.
Yeah. I agree.
And then everyone should just sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah. I think so too.
But I don't know who the asshole is, to be honest. The daughter's the asshole, and the dad's not really an asshole.
I think he just didn't handle it well.
He just didn't handle it well.
Yeah.
If anything, the poor girlfriend's not an asshole.
Yeah. I think he is kind of the asshole when it comes to her calling and crying, because he was like, no, my mind's made up. Yeah. Like, I think that's when he should have been like, okay, then we need to have a discussion about this if you want this to be a thing.
Because she's still only 19.
Yeah. So I think he is. So I guess everyone's the asshole, which is what I would say.
I agree.
Yeah. That's what everybody agreed on.
It was handled just really poorly.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, like, when you care about people a lot and then you watch them be hurt right in front of you, it causes you to make very rash decisions, like, very quickly.
Because then you're going off of anger.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, maybe if he had waited, like, a couple days to mull over what he thought he should do about it, then that might have given him, like,
and if anything, the girlfriend and the daughter should have, like, sat and had a separate conversation. Yeah. And just worked things out.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, am I the asshole for not saying anything about the underwear? That's the title of this one. My 20-year-old daughter and her fiancé are currently staying with us. I love my daughter, but she is very difficult, and I can't stand her fiancé. I gave them a deadline to move out because I can't take this anymore. They got into a massive fight the other day while my wife was out. I guess a pair of my wife's underwear got into their laundry, and she thought he was cheating. I think the fact she immediately jumped to cheating shows how bad their relationship is. She was waving the underwear around, and I recognized them because they have a floral print, but I just let this ridiculous fight go on. My wife came home after about 30 minutes and said they were hers. My wife asked if I didn't realize they were hers, and I accidentally laughed. My daughter burst into tears and won't talk to me. Her fiance said we're fucked and left the house. But my wife thought it was funny. Am I the asshole?
Not really. I mean...
You're kind of an asshole.
You're kind of an asshole to let it brew on for that long.
Yeah.
But also it just goes to show that...
Their relationship
is fucked.
Yeah.
Because they have no communication skills. And if she instantly assumed that they're cheating even though there's another woman in the house.
Yeah.
The dad's probably just trying to be like, see...
Probably.
Like, he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because there's no need for it. If he is an asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
people said that he was an asshole.
He is an asshole. Like, I wouldn't have done that, but it just goes to show.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I think that's
it's a little funny.
That is funny. Yeah, he is a bit of an asshole.
I don't know if I would have let it go on for long.
No, I would have like maybe let it go on for like 5-10 minutes and be like, you know what? Actually, that is my wife's.
Yeah, he left it for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I also can't believe he gave himself up.
If anything, just try and keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I would have just been like, oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, don't laugh. Don't own up to it. At least keep that like a dirty little secret.
Yeah, plus the boyfriend saying you're fucked and then left the house.
Yeah.
What the heck? If anybody said that to my grandma, they ain't coming back into the house.
No.
But also my grandma probably wouldn't do that.
I wonder if Jay would do that.
My grandma says that it's starting stuff. But she also says a lot of things are starting stuff. So
yeah.
Just bringing up problems is starting stuff. So.
That dad is an asshole. He's a little shit disturber, if anything.
Am I the asshole for not waking up my girlfriend for her exam after I overheard her calling me a little bitch? Great start.
I love when people call like their significant other or their friends little bitch.
Why?
It's so like patronizing.
I think it's so rude.
It is rude.
Yeah.
But like little bitch.
My girlfriend has an online summer course and she had an exam for one of them this morning. I usually wake her up for pretty much everything because she sleeps through her phone alarm, no matter how long it buzzes or how many she sets. She has joked that I'm her butler before, and within the context of a relationship, it's okay, so I don't mind. Obviously, I want to love my partner and try to make her life easy. However, last night she was chatting with her friends, and she thought I couldn't hear. She was bragging that I'm her little bitch, and I do everything for her, which tells me to everything for her when she tells me to, etc. It really hurt my feelings because they were making comments like, good, put him in his place, and she was agreeing. She specifically said, yeah, I'm not worried about tomorrow because the bitch will make sure I'm up and he'll probably have breakfast ready for me too. I went to bed pretty hurt by it, and come morning, I didn't bother to wake her up when the alarm started to go. She usually only gets up when someone physically shakes her, but I let her turn off her alarm and she slipped back into sleep, and I turned around and went back to sleep too. When she woke up, she was yelling at me saying I'm an asshole and I've cost her exam and I'm a piece of shit for what I did. So am I the asshole? There's an update, but I think I'll read it after.
No, I think she's an asshole.
I think so too.
He probably, I mean, it's not his job to wake her up.
No, like what did she do before him?
Yeah, and the fact that she's calling him a little bitch and that he does everything for her, basically a simp.
Yeah.
He shouldn't let her do that.
Yeah.
He shouldn't let her walk all over him.
Yeah.
He needs some boundaries or he needs a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that he let her slept through her alarm because she deserves it.
Yeah.
So she is the asshole and he needs to leave her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There's lots of girls out there that can wake up to their own alarms.
Yeah. And even just the fact that like she was kind of like what is it, belittling him.
Yeah, to her friends.
To her friends and, like, laughing about it. And then being like, oh, he'll probably have breakfast ready for me. Fuck that.
Like, at this point, like, she expects him to do everything for her.
Yeah, no, I would have done the exact same thing he did, and then I would have packed my bags,
Literally,
and then I would have been out.
I was like, I would have, that night, after I heard it, I would have packed everything in secret, as secret as I could, and then the next morning, when she woke up, watch it happen, and then just be like, peace.
See ya.
Pick up my bags and head out.
Simp out.
Be like, yeah, I'll be back to pick up the rest of my stuff.
Yeah, I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He's disrespecting him.
So then there was an update, and he said, sorry for not responding sooner. I wrote this up while on my break at work, and now I have to get back to it. Can't have my phone. I work with food. Okay. I wasn't expecting this many replies. I think we're breaking up. I told her this morning after she called me a bitch for being upset. So she called him a bitch for being upset that she called him a bitch.
Right.
But she says she's not done with me.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get through today's shift and then deal with stuff later. I'll try and get back as I can when I can. We've been together for a year and it was my first real relationship, but I'm tired of her not acknowledging how shitty she made me feel and still calling me a bitch. That word really makes me feel like shit and small.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You don't do that.
No.
Even, like, if I'm angry and, like, Judah and I are fighting, we don't call each other names.
No. If
we don't really swear.
Being, like, immature, I like to throw out, you're being such a child.
Yeah. But
I don't really use, like, bitch or, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really throw in swear words like that.
Yeah.
I try to be more smart about it.
Yeah.
Being like, you're making me feel this way.
Yeah. That's what I try to do.
I don't really throw in that you're such a little bitch.
Yeah.
Me and Ellie, on the other hand, like siblings, we tend to do that. But like with my friends.
Yeah.
And like relationships.
Yeah.
I don't call people bitches.
Yeah, no.
It's just silly.
I just wouldn't ever. I think I would do that if...
You got cheated on?
I don't even know if I would.
No.
If I got cheated, I don't know how I'd react if I got cheated on. There was a situation with a guy with Judah and I, and Judah confronted him about it. And he tried to start a fight.
Yeah.
In my house. And Judah tried to address it calmly.
Yeah.
And spoke to him calmly. And then this guy tried to fight him in the living room. And then Judah was like, oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
And then in the meantime, he got with us, with a bunch of us, because there were a bunch of people there. We separated them. And Judah's sister pushed this guy out the door.
Yeah.
And said, get out, you little bitch. And it was the best moment of my life.
I love that. I love when, like, people stand... Like, if someone did that to you...
Yeah.
I would more than likely do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, stand up.
Yeah.
Because, like, hey, it's not my fight, but now it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've involved me now.
Yeah.
So I will call you a little bitch.
Yeah. In that situation, I feel like it's good. Otherwise, like, I don't really use it.
If my personal feelings aren't hurt.
If my personal feelings are hurt, I still don't really use it. If my friends or
if my friends' feelings are hurt, then
you're a little bitch then. Like,
I like square up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you say?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
What'd you say, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get like that.
Yeah.
My Gemini moon comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go then into fighting mode.
Yeah.
But with me, okay, it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah,
you know, she's
break
a bitch.
up with that girl. She's the bitch in this relationship.
Toxic.
She's toxic.
She sounds like a Scorpio.
This just sounds like abusive. Like,
yeah, and it's patronizing and it's gaslighting. Yeah, or just anyone.
Anyone better than her. There's tons that are better
There's tons
than her,
out there that will
so.
make you breakfast.
I also am, like, kind of shitting on her friends, too, for being, like, good. Put him in his place. Like, like what?
Or she could also be feeding them a different story.
Probably. Like, that's probably true, too.
Because I wouldn't react like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, like, if you were calling Judah a little bitch, I'm like, I know Judah. He's not a little bitch.
He's not a little bitch.
Unless something happens
nice
behind
guy.
closed doors. But, like, last time I checked, he's not a bitch.
Yeah.
So I would say something then and be like,
Yeah.
no, you're being the bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
like,
if you know something's going wrong, morally,
yeah.
I would say something.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, it's okay, you're wrong.
Would I be the asshole if I ask my pregnant wife to move out because she and her best friend decided to quote-unquote test my loyalty? Oh boy. My wife is pregnant with our daughter. Initially, we were really happy and excited about it. But then she started acting like a nut job. Okay?
She's pregnant?
She gets angry and irritated for small things, insults me when she doesn't like the food I make, starts acting insecure, and accuses me of losing attraction for her. For example, she wanted to eat chicken sandwiches for dinner last week. Well, I made chicken sandwiches. So she eats all the sandwiches, leaves me nothing, and told me they tasted like shit. I wasn't pissed because she left me nothing, but if you didn't like them, why did she have to eat everything? When I asked her this, she told me that she was hungry. Okay, fine. She does this every time, though. Eats everything I make and then calls it shit.
I love that.
I don't argue with her because I work more than 80 hours a week and I really want to have some peace when I'm home. So yesterday, a random girl starts flirting with me after the gym, and asked me if I wanted to meet up with her for some drinks. I rejected her and told her that I was married. And when I got home, my wife started to hug me and apologize. When I asked her what happened, she told me that her best friend suggested a test for my loyalty. So they asked a mutual friend to flirt with me and asked me out. I was pissed, but I passed. I'm done with her antics. Would I be the asshole if I asked her to move out?
Okay. She's growing your child, bro. They're both kind of stupid, but at the end of, she's literally growing your child. Her hormones alone are all over the place. She's gonna be happy one minute, and then she's gonna like be really
while
happy.
She was eating those chicken sandwiches, she was probably loving them.
She was probably loving them, and then she was just so caught up in that she was eating chicken sandwiches and she was eating them, and then she's like, they tasted like shit. Probably because she's just irritable. That she's growing a child and her organs are fucked up. They're all moving.
That doesn't mean that you can treat people like shit.
Not at all.
But
there is kind of an excuse.
There's a little bit more of a leeway when you're...
Yeah, and that's also probably why she's really self-conscious, because she's obviously bigger than what she is.
Yeah.
But then that's also not really his problem.
He also works 80 hours a week.
Yeah. So he's also...
never there.
Yeah.
So, and then when you say, oh, I don't want to start shit because I want some peace when I'm home, I'm going to guess there probably isn't much happening when he gets home from his 80-hour work week.
So no one's getting sex.
No one's getting sex. Like, he's probably not giving her any time of, like, actual loving.
Yeah.
For her to know that he cares about her and still finds her attractive.
Yeah, so then she's getting mixed signals.
Yeah.
And she's just probably feeling horrible.
Yeah. So, and then that one thing led to another. Then she's like, let's test and see if he actually still loves me. I wouldn't
have done that.
Agree with the testing.
No. You should just know your partner, but then again, if he's working 80 hours, you don't know what the fuck he's doing if he's never home.
Yeah, I think, like, I would sit down with my partner and discuss it.
Yeah.
And just discuss, like, what I need.
Yeah.
But I also have a very open communication with my partner.
Yeah. I do know that your brain goes to, like, mush when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she, well, like, what she was prior to pregnancy.
Yeah.
If she was crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say he's the asshole.
Yeah.
She's still pregnant,
I think
bro.
he's still being the asshole. Also, like, just have a conversation with her. Why do you immediately need to go to, you need to move out?
Also, you have to then think, well, why did she even do that test in the beginning? Am I not giving her enough?
Yeah.
For her to not have any confidence in me.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that you go straight to, get this pregnant wife out of my house.
That's extreme.
Yeah.
So,
no, he's the asshole.
Yeah, everybody else said that he's the asshole.
Yeah, bro.
Too. I think, like, there's a lot there that
things could have been handled differently.
Yeah, just have a conversation with her.
Yeah. I think that's hilarious.
That's
though
all
that she ate all the chicken sandwiches and been like, yeah, they tasted like shit.
And then he's like, if they tasted like shit, why did you eat them all? That's like, there was somebody who went to Costco and returned a full eaten pack of Oreos.
Oh?
And they were like, I want to return this. And they were like, you ate the whole pack? And they were like, yeah, but I didn't like them. And they're like, you ate the whole pack?
Just went into a food coma. Didn't realize you were eating. You know, they actually tasted like shit.
They actually were trash. Maybe you need to get better at cooking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, like, if you're working 80 hours a week, how do you have time to cook?
How do you have time to do anything? How do you have time to shower?
Maybe, like, hire somebody.
80 hours a week. Is that possible?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it is. It's a lot, though. I think it's, like, it works out to be, like, 5 12-hour shifts or something.
God damn, though. How many hours does he work?
7 12-hour shifts.
Jesus.
So he works 12-hour days every day.
That's barely any time to do anything.
When do they even see each other? Also, when was he at the gym?
Yeah.
If he works 80-hour weeks.
Was he at the gym at like 1 in the morning?
Maybe. And then, like, why aren't you in bed with your pregnant wife then?
Yeah, why are you avoiding her?
Yeah. Am I the asshole for telling my wife's friend she is too old and ugly after she repeatedly asked my 19-year-old son to take off his shirt?
Ew.
He was getting uncomfortable. Oh boy. My family had a small get-together at my house. One of my wife's friends was over. She is unmarried, and I think she is about 45 to 47. We aren't too close to her since she lives pretty far away. She was over at our house, and she started complimenting my son. My son is 19. It started off innocent, but as time went on, it got more and more crossing the line. When we were out on my deck and she started telling my son to take his shirt off. What's the point of going to the gym if no one will see it, she says. My son is visibly uncomfortable and tries to shut her down. She repeatedly is asking and is getting more aggressive with it. I interject and I'm like, hey, Kathy, I think you're a bit too old and ugly for my son. This got her upset really quickly, and she excuses herself to the bathroom and starts crying. My wife goes to comfort her, and then later she leaves. At the end of it, my wife is super angry with me for saying that, and I should have said, hey, Kathy, looks like you had too much to drink or something else. I told my wife that Kathy, by the way, this is not her real name, works a corporate job and she has had training on this and that she should know better. Our son was uncomfortable. He is 18 plus, but he doesn't know how to deal with an adult to adult, let alone someone saying that in our house.
She's a predator. She's almost 50.
Oh. I told my wife flat out that if I was to invite a guy friend and he was to ask to see our daughter in a bikini, my wife would have phoned the police. She says it's different. I tell her that I was way kinder to Kathy than I would have been to a guy if he had said something like that to her daughter. And I told my wife that Kathy needs to apologize to her son before she can ever come to our house again. Overall, I think it was fair. If Kathy just said it once and I said that then I think I would be the asshole. But the fact she kept repeating it, that's why I said it. And I wanted her to get the message that yes, I am upset, and that's why I included the ugly part.
I like this dad.
I like this dad too.
I agree with what he said. If it would have been the roles were switched around and it was his young daughter being sexualized by an almost 50-year-old man, you would have blew your casket.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the double standard thing. At the end of the day, he's still being sexualized by an old ass, probably ugly woman.
Yeah.
And, yeah, maybe he shouldn't have said, what did he say, fat and ugly? Or old and ugly?
Old and ugly. I think you're too old and ugly for my son.
Maybe he shouldn't have said that, but if it was my child, I probably would have said the same thing because I would have been angry.
I think if it was my child, I would have said a lot worse.
Yeah, and then I would have literally grabbed them.
I probably would have kicked them out of my house.
Yeah, and then I would have, like, taken them out of my house because that's gross.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I think he handled it really well, and I think that the mother needs to, like, agree with what he's saying.
Yeah. I agree.
Because, like you said,
her, even her to say that it's different, it's not different.
It's not different. She probably just doesn't understand that shit, and she should, because it's a double standard.
Yeah.
Like, young boys can still be sexualized. Even though he's 19 and of age, he's still a young kid. Yeah.
Also, like, that's the big thing with, like you said, if the roles were reversed, they'd be like, oh, well, this is, like, an older, probably has like more authority person.
Yeah.
So, therefore, like, when you're 19, 18, like, you feel like you can't necessarily be like, no, or stand up for yourself. So, people who are around kind of have to be like, no, like,
that's not
and
right.
Put that person in their place, especially, like, when it's a friend of your parents.
Yeah.
It gets, like, respect your elders type thing where you're like, I don't know where, like, if what I say is going to overstep. So, then it's like, there's that power dynamic there.
Yeah.
And the same as it would be for an old guy and a young girl, it's the same for a young guy and an older woman.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, which we see in media all the time that happen, and it just gets brushed off.
Yeah, and regardless of anything, you shouldn't be sexualized at any age. Like, if you feel uncomfortable by something, like, you could be a 30-year-old and she could be 45.
Yeah.
If you're still uncomfortable with her sexual comments...
Yeah.
That's still wrong.
Yeah.
Like, but just even the fact that this kid's 19 is so sad. And she should know better.
Yeah, she should definitely, like... Yeah, there's no excuse for that.
No.
And, like, she got upset because he called her old and ugly. You just maybe traumatized his son.
Yeah.
Like...
No.
I think the dad did the best thing in even just showing his son that he can stand up for himself in that situation if need be.
Yeah, I am glad that the dad didn't turn around and be like, oh, look at, like, you getting the older ladies.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing as well
that happens
with guys.
a lot, too.
Because they think that, oh, like, you can get a MILF.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gross.
And, like, regardless, like, whether, like, if that person is uncomfortable, whether it's a male and a female, like an older female and a younger male, or whether it's the opposite, or even if it's, like, an older male and a younger male.
Yeah.
Or an older female and a younger female, regardless, if you're making somebody feel uncomfortable, that's not okay.
No, it's gross.
And the son had said no.
Yeah.
Like, the son had said, no, I don't want to take it off, and was trying to politely be like, no, I don't want to take my shirt off.
Yeah.
And she continued to push. So, I think the dad handled it well, in my opinion.
He handled it a lot better than what I would have.
Oh, yeah. Regardless whether it was my son or my daughter, I would have gone off.
Yeah.
Especially and I would have been like, you're
my
not welcome
house?
here. Yeah, I would have said, you're not welcome here anymore.
No,
you need to apologize to my son and get out.
Yeah. No, that's gross.
Yeah.
Did everyone agree?
Disgusting.
That she was an asshole.
Everyone agreed that he was not the asshole.
Yeah.
So, thank goodness. Imagine.
Yeah, ew. That's gross.
Yeah.
She needs to be checked.
Yeah, she's literally being a predator.
That's straight up predatory.
Yeah.
Like, that's nasty.
Yeah. So.
Even the fact that he's just, like, he's almost a minor.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming this is in the States, so he's under 21. Like, in the States,
yeah,
under 21.
In the States, if you're under 21, you're a minor, right?
I think so.
Or is that just the legal
it's
drinking
legal
age?
drinking
I think
age.
18, you're still an adult, but legal drinking age is 21.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can't vote in the States until you're 21.
I think it's...
Is it 18?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I know that drinking's 21, and I feel like if you... Drinking and voting...
I don't know.
But anyway.
We can drink at 19.
And we can vote at 18.
At 18, yeah.
I don't know.
Strange. Yeah, but it's, yeah, I'm glad they said he's not the asshole, because I don't think he's being an asshole at all.
Yeah, not at all. He's being a good dad.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that wife needs to get her shit together.
Yeah, she needs to get her head checked.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck?
I'm glad he said that to her, too, though. Like, had it been the daughter.
Yeah, he would have said something.
Literally would have phoned the police. So, well, it's different. It's not different.
No.
It's not different. Am I the asshole for purposely stopping my classmate from winning an award and subsequently making her cry? This issue is honestly making me frustrated. Almost everyone is saying I'm in the wrong. People are talking behind my back, and I genuinely don't know if what I did was correct or not. I just feel so lost. So please do help. I am 17, suffered a major accident while cycling when I was 13. I have 2 really deep, long facial scars. I have been bullied really bad because of it. I am tall, ugly, and intimidating as per most girls. People make fun of other people by saying things like, why don't you just hook up with...
Whatever this girl's name is.
Yeah. She didn't put it. But I am honestly used to it. Those people didn't matter to me anyway. But there is this girl I had known since middle school. Let's call her Beck. I guess. Sorry, I honestly don't know how this works. I had a really, really big crush on her till a few days ago. I thought she was genuinely sweet and amazing.
Wait, is this a boy?
I think so.
Or is it a girl?
I'm not sure. I think it doesn't say. I am tall, ugly, and intimidating as per most girls.
That's such a statement.
So I'm assuming that I don't know. I think it's a guy saying that most girls say that he's tall, ugly, and intimidating because of the huge scars, facial scars he has.
Right.
And people will say things like, "Why don't you just hook up with this person as an insult? Like hook up with him."
Yeah.
I'm honestly used to it. Those people didn't matter to me anyway. But there was this girl I've known since middle school named Beck. He had a really big crush on her and thought she was genuinely sweet and amazing. Then he says, my family is incredibly supportive, so they urged me to ask her out. I can play guitar, so I made this whole song for her. Oh, this sounds like a movie. I went to the neighboring city to get her favorite chocolate and stuff like that. This was the first time I felt like really going and asking someone out in my whole life. And I felt that regardless of what I do, she shall see me for who I am and at least accept me as a friend. I was over the moon when she ended up accepting. We went to a fancy restaurant, had a fun time together, and walked for about 30 minutes. She was really sweet to me. The next week or so was honestly heaven. People started noticing me. Even her friends seemed friendly with me. I honestly cried every day because I felt so fortunate to get so much love. It all broke down when a friend of hers, who was on Instagram and followed Beck, sent screenshots to me. I honestly felt betrayed and disgusted. She had posts saying, fulfilled his lifelong wish by being his Valentine's, making his day by finally helping him interact with my friends. He is ugly, but beautiful people accept ugly people. Hashtag ugly people matter.
Oh my god.
I'm actually shocked right now.
There's no way this story is real.
I don't know. Beck's friend then explained to me that she apparently wanted a good social media image and had thus asked all her friends to be kind to me and tolerate me till the first week of March and then distance themselves from me. She apparently wanted to win some stupid positive role model award for her college application because she was lagging behind in community service. And thought playing with my feelings for a few days wouldn't hurt. And apparently, since I was ugly, she was the kind one to give me attention anyway. I was in tears and honestly felt disgusted. My blood was boiling. I researched about the award, found a Facebook page about it online. I went to the authorities to confirm if her name was on the nomination list and then had my friends at work and family as an alibi. She is apparently crying a lot because she received a message from the committee saying that her nomination was withdrawn. I am now even more ostracized in school. But honestly, I have no remorse whatsoever and feel far more satisfied now. Am I the asshole?
No, listen. Burn that school down.
Don't burn the school down. We are not condoning burning schools down. I repeat,
Burn
do
it.
not know.
Burn
We're
it.
not burning schools down. We are not burning schools down. She's joking. Do
No,
not
I'm
go and
not.
burn your school down.
You know that the thing from Game of Thrones where the Mad King goes, burn them all.
Yeah.
That Beck, my blood's boiling.
I can't imagine someone being that mean.
Cruel.
She was
It's-
nominated for an award.
High school girls are evil.
What
Not
was the
all of
award
them.
even for again?
I don't know, like a perfect person something.
A good social media image.
That's horrific.
Award for her college application. Positive role model.
This is cruel. That poor boy wrote a song for her.
He wrote a song. He
got
went
her
to another
chocolates.
city to get her favorite chocolate.
I hate this. This is so mean.
This is mean.
I would have done the exact same thing.
She doesn't deserve the award.
She doesn't deserve the award. She's cruel. All of her friends are cruel.
Yeah. Except the one that came and showed.
Yeah, that's a good one. But
Yeah.
listen, it's just high school. Who cares if you're being ostracized, is what he said.
Yeah.
He's 17. He's almost done.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Just graduate.
Fuck those people.
They'll be better people.
They will be the people that have peaked in high school and they won't go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be the sick-ass kid with scars on his face.
Yeah.
You'll have stories when you go to university.
Yep. Everybody's going to want to be your friend.
That's a great story to tell as well.
Yeah.
At a party.
Yeah.
You know?
You play guitar. You're going places.
You're going places. And
Her?
I'm sure he's not
She's probably not
ugly.
getting into college now.
No. He's also probably saying he's ugly because he has those scars.
Probably. Also, like, everybody thinks worse of themselves than they actually
and he's
are.
tall. Listen, sir. You got that going for you as well.
Yeah.
And you're a bit of a badass. Okay, with the scars on
With
your
the
face.
stars, yeah, and you play guitar.
And you play guitar and you're sweet to women.
Yeah.
Okay? You're gonna go
So-
far.
Yeah.
So-
Don't let her bring you down.
That's horrific and that made me sad.
That made me really sad. Wow.
Like it's you were building me up and I'm like, oh my god, he's finally like, people are seeing for who he truly is. They're looking past the facial scars.
Literally, he was crying because of how much love he was feeling.
Yeah.
And it was fake. It was all fake.
No, that's horrific.
That's so sad.
That's actually so sad. I hate that.
Do you want to be our friend? If you're listening, we'll be friends with you.
I want to know Beck's real name.
Yeah, so I can fuck her up. Let me go to Beck's house and fuck her up because I will.
Because I will.
I'll
Just
be-
give me an address.
Yeah.
That's all I need. That's
Wow.
horrific.
What an asshole. She's definitely, you're not an asshole for that.
No.
She deserves that. She
She
doesn't
deserves
deserve a
that.
fucking positive role model award.
No. That's cruel.
Yeah. So
Poor kid.
that's what you get for being a bully.
Yeah.
Edit. I am honestly really grateful for not only not judging me, but also giving me love and support. Each comment means the world to me. I'm honestly crying reading some of the encouragement. No one besides my family has said these things to me. I know it might seem silly, but it genuinely means the world to me, guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Oh my god.
Are you crying? Annie's like tearing up.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm on my period.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
It's really sweet.
I just got super emotional.
This man deserves way more than what Beck was giving.
Fuck Beck.
Man. Literally, fuck Beck.
That poor kid.
Yeah.
Because, like, having something like that knock your confidence in high school is gonna affect you.
Yeah, I
poor
agree.
kid.
Am I the asshole for telling my stepdaughter to stop using period products in the bathroom she shares with my teenage son?
Yes.
We don't even need to hear the rest of the story. Yes. I have been living with my new wife and stepdaughter for about 6 months now. She's 19, almost 20, and I have 3 sons aged 18, 16, and 15. She's a really good kid and she's a good influence on my sons. I really enjoy having her around. My wife and her daughter moved into my house and sold theirs. My stepdaughter's father isn't present in her life, nor are my son's mother. All 4 children share a bathroom. My sons have never lived for a long period of time with a woman, nor have any of them had long-term girlfriends. They had short visitation periods when they were younger, but never longer than an hour or so. Living with 2 women has been a little unusual for them. My eldest son, 18, came to me last week and told me that his stepsister disposes of her used sanitary products in the trash can they share, but doesn't use toilet roll or sandwich bags to disguise what they are, and it makes him uncomfortable, which I think is reasonable. My sons are teenage boys and don't want to see their stepsister's period products on full display. A few nights ago, I went into the kitchen to grab a snack, and she was there doing some work for university. My wife had mentioned that she knew she was on her period, so I took it as an opportunity to have a word with her. Oh, boy. I told her my sons were uncomfortable and asked her if she would mind putting her used products in diaper bags or flushing them down the toilet. She laughed and told me it was rich coming from a man who sheds like a gorilla and has produced 3 skid-marking sons, which I...
Yes, Queen, go on.
Which I thought was an unnecessary attack.
Oh, I love this girl.
I've been nothing but nice to the girl, and it's hardly a comparison. My sons shouldn't be subject to her unhygienic products if it makes them uncomfortable. She went on to lecture me about how tampons can't be flushed and that it's bad for the environment if she uses diaper bags. For everyone, which I think is just an excuse. I called her a scruff and told her that this was my house and that what I say goes. I later asked my wife if she could have a word with her, and she told me I was being ridiculous and that her daughter has had her period for 10 years and knows what she's doing. When I told her it was making my sons uncomfortable, she said my sons need to get a grip and turned over and went to sleep. This is a genuine issue to me, and she didn't care enough to have a discussion about it. I asked my stepdaughter again in the morning, and she did the same as her mother, completely dismissed it. Both of them have told me to stop being so silly, but I don't see how I'm being unreasonable when it makes my sons uncomfortable. Am I the asshole?
Fragile masculinity.
Listen.
What the fuck?
I wrap my tampons when I throw them out.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of tissue paper.
Yeah.
Just makes it easier for me to clean when I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
But regardless, that's nobody's business.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck?
The only thing I also find hilarious that she told him he sheds like a gorilla. and then he has
skid mark children.
Yeah.
I love that comeback.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no. Periods are normal. Like, the mother said she's been having them for fucking 10 years.
Yeah. That made me so angry.
Literally, I really don't understand, like, what the issue... Like, it's not like she's leaving them on the counter.
It's not like she's, like, rubbing her period blood on the walls.
Yeah.
You know, and making
I
pictures.
understand if she's throwing them out and then like for myself, like, you know, period stuff tends to start to smell.
Yeah.
So then if you're throwing it out, like, you have to change the garbage a bit more frequently on the weeks, right? I get something like that.
Yeah.
Why do you need to look in the garbage can?
Yeah, why is it affecting you?
Or get a garbage
much?
can with a lid.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. She's just throwing out her tampon.
Yeah, like when I used to have pads as a child,
Yeah.
I would roll them up.
Yeah.
And then I would wrap it up with tissue paper just because it was easier to do.
Yeah.
And pads tend to smell a bit more.
Yeah.
So I would just do that way. But regardless, it shouldn't fucking matter. Like with my tampons, I don't wrap them. I just shove them in the bin.
Yeah, I still wrap a little because I don't want to like the way our thing is like you have to like push the lid open to put them in, and we don't change that bag.
Oh,
we just empty the garbage. So I wrap them because like I'm not changing the bag. If I was changing the bag, I probably wouldn't wrap them.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, it's literally like a little bit of toilet paper, just enough that like I can throw it out and blood's not going to get on other things.
Yeah. I think just the fact that he thought this was such a big issue that he wanted to protect his son's feelings because they felt uncomfortable.
They shouldn't feel uncomfortable. It's literally like it's not that big of a deal.
I hate that so much.
So then everybody said that he was the asshole.
Yeah.
And then he posted an update and said, I appreciate everybody trying to educate me. Not even 2 hours after I posted this, my wife and stepdaughter gathered my sons and I and gave us a full intensive period for pricks course. PowerPoint and all. It was a hoot. They made an interactive quiz and everything. My sons and I learned a lot and apologized to my stepdaughter. Thank you for the input.
Awesome.
So
that's good.
At least he was willing to learn.
As long as you're like in the right space to learn how to like get rid of that stigma.
Yeah.
Because I understand with teenage boys, you're not really taught about the female.
You're not taught about periods at all.
At all. Like us females aren't even really that taught. Like
yeah,
in
we have to like
figure it out. We have to figure it out. Like my mom taught me.
Yeah.
Or I would watch YouTube videos on how to insert a tampon, right?
Keisha. Shout out to Keisha again for teaching me how to use a tampon.
So, like, we have to figure it out ourselves, and there's just a huge stigma around periods in general. So, I get, like, some men might get comfortable over those comments.
Yeah.
Thankfully, like, the men that I've had in my life are not like, oh, my God, you're on your period? That's so gross.
Yeah.
Like, nothing like that. Or they don't get, like, uncomfortable when I bring up the fact that, I'm on my period.
Yeah, same. Like, Judah asks me every day that I'm on my period how I am.
Yeah, which is nice. It's good to like check in.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, because the most thing is you feel like a bag of shit.
Yeah, because
it's the emotional,
physically you feel like a bag of shit. Like
you want to eat the world.
Yeah, literally, it's rough. Like
some people get what is it called? Endometriosis,
which is endometriosis,
PCOS.
Yeah, there's lots of things like linked to it as well. But like even just like having a regular period, like for me, I've been really lucky that I haven't had super awful cramps really since I've been on birth control. Mm-hmm. But like recently I just went through a thing because I would literally break out really, really badly, like all over my chin, like painful hormonal breakouts. Yeah. And then it would take me 3 weeks to recover from these painful.
And then you get your period again.
And then I get my period again.
Same.
Or like in high school, I used to have my period twice a month, sometimes for 8 days.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes it can be awful. Sometimes, like, there was times when Annie and I would go out in the summertime and I would get really bad back cramps where I would just have shooting pain in my lower back.
Or shooting pain up the ass.
Up your asshole, up your vagina. Yeah. It hurts so bad. Like, and like guys will never know what that feels like. No. And yeah, so I've been thankful that the people who...
Oh, also, like, we're not excluding the men who get periods.
Oh, wait.
Like trans men.
Oh, yeah,
Or non-binary. We're just saying, like, the biological man.
Yeah.
Who's never had a period.
Yeah.
That sense.
Yeah.
I just have to put that out.
Yeah. So like the biological men who haven't experienced a period.
Yeah.
They'll never know what that feeling is like. But thankfully, like Judah said on countless occasions, he's like, I don't think I could ever be a woman. Simply just because of the periods.
And the childbirth.
Like, let alone the rest of it. Like, just simply because of periods. Like, yeah. So, like, thankfully, like, he's very understanding with it, and, like, most people should be, but also a lot of people are just uneducated on it.
That's the thing. They're uneducated about it, and then they're just because they were grown up with such a stigma around it, they don't even know how to ask about periods.
Yeah.
Some people get uncomfortable with you just saying,
I'm on my period.
Or I'm bleeding out of my vagina.
Yeah, and in high school, it used to be, like, embarrassing for people to find out that you were on your period.
Oh my god, yeah.
It would be so embarrassing. Now I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. But there was a time when
we literally bleed up until our 40s.
Yeah. 50s,
50s after menopause. Like, that's horrific. We're bleeding for the majority of our life.
I know. I was, like, talking to a friend recently, and her mom got a hysterectomy. And my mom actually just recently got one, too. And I was like, I wish they could, like, remove that until you want to have kids and then just, like, put it back in. Like,
they could put it in, like a storage container.
Yeah.
Just keep it chilled.
Just keep it on ice until I want it.
Yeah, can you actually put my uterus on ice?
Yeah, I'm not quite ready for it yet.
I'll let you know, though.
I'll let you know,
and then you just
pop
it back in.
Pop it back in.
So then I can have a child and then take it out.
And then take it back out.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if you could get, like, an at-home kit, do it yourself, kind of.
Yeah, in the States, that would be expensive, wouldn't it? They'd charge, like, a half a body for that one.
Yeah, they love to charge you millions.
Yeah, that was funny. But, yeah.
That's a prick.
That dad was a prick. I think it's good that he is educated now.
He's a prick in progress.
Yeah, that he's educated now and they're working on it.
Yeah.
So...
Especially those little teenage boys.
Yeah, I'm glad they're learning now and not waiting until their dad's age to figure that out. Yeah. Maybe that's why they haven't had any long-term girlfriends, you know?
Hey.
So
maybe that's why his previous wife left him.
Maybe. She couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the periods.
No. He's like, enough. No. I can't, no.
Okay. Am I the asshole for kicking my cousin off of my sister's wedding Zoom call? My 27 male... So he's a male.
Yeah.
My older sister, 30 female, and her fiance, 31 male, were planning for over a year for their wedding to be this month. Obviously, they can't have the wedding as planned, but they still would like to get married. So they decided on a Zoom wedding, where all of the friends and family would just call in to watch the officiant, my sister, and her fiance. My sister didn't want to be in charge of hosting the Zoom call because she thought it would stress her out. So she asked me to, and I gladly accepted. She and her fiance decided to invite everyone they originally wanted to, and it was a very big list. When we were going over the list, my sister mentioned to me that she wanted everyone else to be muted for the majority of the wedding, as she was worried that others would talk over her and her fiance and, quote, overshadow them on their big day. That was already being scaled down because of COVID. Mm-hmm. However, her and her fiance said that I should unmute everyone at one point so everyone could talk and have a nice time with each other. Fast forward to the day of the wedding, everyone is muted during the ceremony, which goes great. And so then I unmute everyone and ask to please raise a hand if they'd like to talk so it doesn't get confusing. My cousin, around my age, starts waving his hand crazily, and he's with his longtime girlfriend, also similar age, I guess. He's a very gregarious guy.
What's that mean?
Not too sure.
Like extra?
I think so, yeah. So I was not surprised. Then he says stuff like, my sister and her husband are such an inspiration, and it's given him the courage to do this. Then turns to his girlfriend and pulls out a box that is the size of an engagement ring box.
I'd be pissed.
I immediately saw this as him trying to steal the spotlight, something that he's done since we were kids. He would secretly mess up my sister and I's drawings if the adults would praise ours, and I booted him off the call. Then I quickly announced that my cousin had technical difficulties and would be joining again. Everyone else accepted this and went about talking, and my sister and her husband did too. The rest of the wedding went smoothly, except for the fact that my cousin kept texting me angrily saying that he finally wanted to propose as a surprise with family all around, and I ruined it. My aunt and uncle texted me the same. Am I the asshole?
No. You kidding me?
I don't think so either.
Are you kidding? If I was having a wedding and then someone chose to do a proposal on the same day,
It's not your day.
it's not your day. Take tomorrow.
Literally, you can do the day before.
The day before.
I would not suggest the day before.
No. I'd suggest maybe a week after, just whenever.
Yeah, the day after.
That's so annoying. Like, I get you want to do it in front of the people you love because everyone's kind of there already and they've done the work for you.
Don't be cheap.
Don't be cheap.
Don't be cheap.
That's not your day.
No.
And you are overshining the bride.
Yeah.
Also, like she said, she's already had to downplay her wedding because it's on fucking Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah, no way in
Come
hell
on.
would I have a Zoom wedding.
No.
Like, I want a small wedding, but I don't want a Zoom wedding.
You don't want a virtual wedding?
Hell no.
No, that guy's a dick.
Yeah. I think she did the right thing.
Especially she brought out that it was a pattern of his behavior.
Yeah. Not only that, but, like, if you are thinking about doing, like, something like that, run it by some people.
Let them know that it's not a good idea.
Maybe the people that are close with the bride.
Yeah.
That would know whether that would be something she'd be okay with or not.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the majority of the time people are going to say no. That's not a great idea.
Some brides are okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when they do the flower tossing and then when the one catches it and then they turn around and then someone's getting ready to propose.
Yeah.
I would hate that.
Yeah.
I want to be alone with just my significant other.
Yeah.
On, like, the coast of an island.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. I don't want to be, like, in a group setting of people where I become, like, a spectator. You know? Where, like, everyone's watching.
Yeah, so they would be spectators to you.
Yeah. I just want it to be, like, an intimate moment, and then you can share with all your loved ones.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. Some
It's
brides
like it's supposed to be for you and your significant
and then you
other.
share it.
Yeah. So.
But I guess if you like that attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I still, like, even though, like, I'd probably be okay if it was in public somewhere.
Yeah.
But I would not want it at somebody else's wedding.
No, that's someone else's day.
It's also, again, somebody else's wedding. Like,
yeah.
Why do I want to get engaged and not have it be about
Because then also
me
when
and my
you
significant other?
think back on that day, you're like, oh yeah, it's the day that my friend was getting married.
Yeah.
It's not really it's not our day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's just me though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think she's
But
the asshole.
he's the asshole.
He's the asshole, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That poor girlfriend though.
Because it was spoiled.
It was
and then they
spoiled.
got disconnected.
Yeah, so that ruined the moment for them.
Yeah.
But it wasn't their moment to have.
And who knows, maybe the girlfriend is, like, somebody who, who is okay with it being private. So maybe it worked out.
Yeah.
But the boyfriend, the cousin, who's a boy, I'm pretty sure, they said, who is very attention, would not have been happy. I mean, he messaged it and said that she ruined it, so.
As she should.
Maybe don't do it at somebody else's place then.
Yeah.
It's not your time.
It's not
That's
your time,
rude.
sir. That's rude.
That's literally like you having a birthday party
at
and then me
funeral?
I mean, that's a bit much. But, like, then, like, me showing up and being like, actually, I got a promote. Yeah, like, I got a promotion and we should celebrate that now.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
No.
My
That's
day.
your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, if you were, like, if I knew what you were wearing to your birthday and then I wore,
You got
like,
the same dress.
or, like, something better.
Yeah.
Like, more extravagant. Yeah.
That's shitty.
That's shitty. You don't do that.
No, you don't upstage your friends.
No.
It's not a friend.
No. Okay. Am I the asshole for pointing out to my friends that they are not famous?
Reality check.
My friends are dating. They're also actors who have had small roles on a few TV shows. I'm talking 2 lines or less. I say this not to be a hater. I truly am rooting for them. But to give you a scope of their reach, neither of them have a following in real life or on social media. They've got under 1,500 followers combined.
Yikes.
Anyway, last week I posted a group photo on Instagram of people celebrating a friend's birthday. Everyone in the photo has got their arms around each other's shoulders. Very platonic. Anyway, yesterday in a group chat between the three of us, they asked me to take the photo down because they don't want, quote-unquote, the public to know they are dating. I would consider it if they looked bad or too sloppy drunk, etc. But they don't. Also, everyone has their arms around each other, not just them. Anyway, I asked what they meant, and they said they didn't want to end up in gossip rags. I pointed out that they are not famous and that they don't even have functioning IMDb pages. They were livid and called me a bunch of names. I think they're delusional, but they've been texting me demanding it and even sent me screenshots of them reporting it. Nothing has happened. At this point, I don't even want to be their friend. However, and probably because I am an asshole, I don't want to delete it based solely on principle. Am I the asshole?
No. They're straight up delusional. They're not even like... They're making it seem like they're Brad and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
They don't want their photo to end up in a gossip magazine and you have under 1,500 followers.
Yeah.
But it's not even the fact that you don't have a large social media following. Like, social media means nothing.
Yeah.
But you're not well known.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I think it's kind of shitty for the person to not remove the photo if they wanted the photo removed.
To, yeah.
I think that's kind of shitty. But otherwise...
I think the fact that he asked him to take it down.
Yeah.
It should be just no questions asked. Just take it down. It's just a photo. It doesn't matter. But I think then you're just making a point.
Yeah.
And then you're being petty about the situation.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. They're not famous. You need a reality check.
I think, honestly, the whole thing
is silly. Everyone's
like,
dumb.
it's not really a big deal. If they want it taken down, just take it down.
Yeah.
Like, don't be petty about it. Just take it down. If you still want a relationship with these people, then you're going to have to accept that they think that they're...
The shit.
So, if that's the case, like, you honestly, you being like, you're not famous, like, you're not this, you're not that, really just comes off sounding like you're jealous.
Yeah.
So, really, just let them do what they do. If they don't want it up, take it down. So,
I don't think anyone's an asshole here, but I think everyone's just petty and stupid.
Yeah, it's just dumb to me.
It's a dumb fight. Just take it down.
Yeah.
Let them live their delusional life. They're obviously happy.
Yeah. You know? So there's no real
They're
reason.
on that grind up, you know?
Yeah.
They're in full manifestation.
Plus, maybe if you post it, they'll like pop off and then people will think they're together and then it's like a big deal. So you never know. Or maybe when they do get popular, then people will see the photo and then it'll be a big deal.
Yeah.
So just take it down. If they want to take it down, just take it down.
That's funny though.
But it's honestly just overall silly.
Yeah, it's all silly.
It's all silly. I don't...
That's a silly one.
Oh, yeah, you silly goose.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, you silly goose.
Silly little glues. Glues.
Glues. You little glues.
You little. Little. No.
Yeah. I agree. It's just silly.
It was like you don't even have an IMDb. That's when you know that you've made it.
When you have an IMDb page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's all just silly.
It's all silly. Petty.
Yeah.
Petty drama.
That one was easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the ones that I had for today.
Those are good.
I
think a few angered me.
Yeah.
A few made me sad.
Fuck Beck.
That
Fuck
one.
Beck.
Fuck bed. And the dad in the first half.
Oh, the period
The
story?
period dad.
Yeah. And then I also didn't like the sister with the virgin brother. Didn't like her. Oh, I like that one dad, though, that stood up for his son.
Oh, yes.
Liked him.
Quality king.
Yeah, I liked him. Good for him.
Yeah. Other than that, people are silly.
Yeah. But
let it go.
I like reading about other people's stories and stuff like that.
So do I. I love the drama.
Yeah.
You know, I feed off
Yeah,
of it.
same. But yeah, that's all we have for today. So
That was fun.
We wanted to do something a little fun and a little different for this episode. So hope you liked it.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something bad.